Take a look at this. It's very impressive. Take a look at this large cold front. You're going to see that squall line just spanning right here from Pittsburgh all the way down to Knoxville, down to Georgia, to Atlanta. This is a 3-hour loop right here. And you'll see the brunt of the activity. You'll see the orange and the pink on your screen. Again, very severe weather right here. Tornadoes certainly a possibility. Saw them earlier. We're going to continue on with the severe weather as we head into the next few hours here. So very impressive. Here at home, nothing too impressive compared to what we just saw. We did see some impressive wind conditions earlier today. Wind advisories were in store, no longer the case, but we're still dealing with breezy conditions, winds into the double digits right there, especially along the coastline. That's where it's starting to pick up. 13 miles an hour in Malibu, Torrance at 12 miles an hour, and Long Beach, you're at 12 miles an hour as well. No advisories at this point, but again, it is a little breezy. It's getting a little cooler, but still pretty mild out there for the most part. 62 in downtown. Over to Inglewood, you're at 60, Beverly Hills at 64, and taking it over to Orange County, currently dropping down into the 60s. So we did see a pretty warm day today. We got up to 79 degrees in downtown. That was above average, certainly not close to record temperatures, and we're only getting cooler tomorrow. We're expected to get up to about 73 for downtown, so just a degree above average, a lot cooler and a lot wetter as we head into the later part of the week. More on that coming up in just a bit. Back to you.
All right.
Sylvia actually blamed it on the weather gremlins instead of myself.
No.
Thank you for taking the blame off of me. But yeah, certainly we are looking at a much cooler forecast, cloudier forecast, and rain in the forecast a little later in the week. Not the case right now. You can always get a good gauge of what's going on outside by taking a look at the Santa Monica Pier. Plenty of people out and about this evening. We're into the 60s, so a nice night. We certainly saw a very warm day, but we are heading into a cooler forecast. We're cooling down over the next few days. We're expecting more cloud cover in the forecast as well. Along with that, chance of rain and mountain snow in the forecast. And on top of that, by Friday, we're eyeing a chance of thunderstorms in the forecast as well. So lots going on toward the end of the week. And for now, still enjoying the nice weather over the next 24 hours. Getting down to the 50s, mostly clear, maybe a little cloud cover a little later into the overnight hours. By first thing tomorrow morning, we're up into the 60s, a little more cloud cover. Now we're talking partly cloudy skies. And by the afternoon, we're right around average at 73 degrees. But you'll see over the next few days, things are going to change pretty quick here. You'll see we're into the 70s tomorrow, a good 10 degrees, a little less cooler by Wednesday. By Thursday, we're into the mid 60s. And then by Friday, we're talking rain and thunderstorms. And then by Saturday, a chance of showers in the forecast with temperatures into the 60s. On top of the rain, we're looking at mountain snow. Snow levels could drop to about 4,000 feet in some spots, maybe even 3,500 feet. Not a lot of rain, but it is a cold storm system. And on top of that, since it's a little warmer out there, we're expecting a bit of daytime heating. And with that, could see a lot of instability. So all that means, well, chance of thunderstorms. So that's the recipe for thunderstorms. Could see them on Friday. Could see that chance of showers persist into Saturday. At this point, we're keeping the rest of the forecast dry. Maybe a drop here or there, but certainly a little more cloud cover, a little cooler, but still pretty nice tomorrow again. Basin sitting pretty at 73 degrees for tomorrow. That's a degree above average. Not the case, though, as we head to the later part of the week. Back to you. And a much cooler and possibly wetter forecast in store. We'll have the details coming up in just a few minutes.
Rover, isn't it? That's pretty neat. All right,
very
let's
cool.
talk about our ever-changing weather.
Yes.
Keeping you on your toes.
It really does.
Yeah.
It makes my job interesting, so I'm not
It's
complaining.
a lot of fun.
I know a lot of you are complaining out there. I don't know if you guys are per se.
It's not too bad.
Okay.
Too much rain.
Okay,
We're
glass half
expecting-
full for Sylvia, right, Lena?
I'd like a sunny weekend.
Yeah, I know.
Right?
Me too.
Oh, not
Me
going to
too.
happen.
Yeah, at this point, well, at least half of the weekend should be maybe wet, and the other half might be sunny. So kind of everybody gets their way this weekend. The weather gets their way, and we get our way as well. But we'll have that weekend forecast coming up for you momentarily. But do want to take you outside right now, and as we do, we're going to take you to Mount Wilson. We're looking at pretty nice conditions. In fact, pretty clear out there. Maybe a little bit of cloud cover working its way into the forecast later on. Nothing major, and then more cloud cover spilling into the forecast later in the week. Temperature-wise, we're currently at 63 degrees, so certainly very mild. We saw a very, very warm day. In fact, we got up into the 80s. We got up into the 90s and the upper 70s even. So no surprise that temperatures are still pretty mild out there as we speak. Santa Monica at 60 degrees downtown. At 61 degrees, Alhambra 62, and Commerce, you're currently at 62 degrees. Over to Orange County we go. We're looking at temperatures there currently into the 60s, 63 in Fullerton, 62 in Orange. Irvine currently at 61 degrees. Your Belinda at 62 and Huntington at 61. So 60s pretty much across the board right now, but we are expecting a little bit of a cooler forecast by the time we hit tomorrow evening and, of course, tomorrow afternoon as well. So earlier today in downtown, we got up to 79 degrees. So we were flirting with the 80s. We're certainly well above average. Didn't get close to record temperatures and not getting close over the next few days. Probably lingering right above average tomorrow. And then temperatures really take a major dip as we head into the later part of the week. So here's the drill, your weather headlines showing you exactly what we can expect. We're cooling down over the next few days. A little cooler tomorrow, even cooler as we work our way into the middle of the week and, of course, the end of the week. Along with a cool down, we're bringing in more cloud cover into the forecast, a chance of rain by the time we hit the end of the week. At this point, best chance probably Friday into Saturday. We're not only looking at rain, we're looking at mountain snow. At this point, snow levels probably dropping down to about 4,000 feet. We're also looking at a chance of thunderstorms in the forecast, mainly on Friday. So here's the drill. Your 5-day forecast showing you exactly what we've been talking about. 70s in the forecast for tomorrow, still around average, then getting a little cooler on Wednesday, cooler and cloudier by Thursday, rain with a chance of thunderstorms by Friday, and a chance of showers continuing into the first part of the weekend. I will tell you the second part of the weekend, along with next week, looking a little drier, looking a little warmer. But until then, we're just gradually getting cooler and wetter. The high desert showing you the same thing. Partly cloudy tomorrow, still flirting with the 80s, a little cooler by Wednesday, much cooler and cloudier by Thursday. And there we go. Friday, chance of rain, chance of thunderstorms, also a chance of showers persisting as we head into Saturday. So first part of the weekend wet, maybe a little drier after that. But until then, again, we are expecting a pretty decent forecast. So we're going to have more 5-day forecasts coming up for you in just a little bit. Back to you.